Hello YouTube and welcome to my house. So this is Mike the Gambling Guy and we're here with day 4. Not sure what I'm going to do when I run out of fingers considering we're doing this challenge all month. But welcome back to my challenge. You can see I'm going to be playing the no mirror strategy. And right now let me bring over one of the live rooms. You can see my current balance is 837. So my goal for today is to get that up to 900. So again, I'm trying to get 13 units or $65 a day for the first 10 days. That will give me up to 1280. So that I can go up to a $10 unit and still have 4 legs to play. So as we look over this shoe so far, and he's not quite to the top, we should be able to get a win here. But you can see we would have lost that first bet, won the second, won that one, won that one, won that one. This one would have been the third bet, so that would have been refund bet. Also refund bet there. Luckily, no ginormous streaks of mirroring, right? That's kind of the key. So mirror, mirror, no mirror. On my progression, that would have been $5, $10, $15. So it would have been a refund to get me back there. And remember, I am perfectly okay with a refund. And we know that our next bet, or our first bet for this video is going to be on the banker right now. So here we go. And looking at that, the banker would give us everything really blue. So we can see on the big-eyed boy road, the red's on a tear. It would give us a third blue here as far as the chop there. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, or 2 out of 4 maybe, because this one you'd almost expect that one to keep going on the player there. And they came out with an 8 for the player. So maybe I should have looked at it and said, do I really want to do that? So now my next bet on player is, again, it's everything blue, except I'd have a red there. Yeah, I think I'm going to look at my my other roads. I'm going to sit this one out as far as not doing a no mirror on this one, because I believe this one's going to mirror. So why put the money at risk if it doesn't look good? The other table in the same room is getting, well, actually, and called that. So now we're going to jump over to the other table where we're betting on banker here. Banker here would actually give us banker here. So if this is going 2 by 2, I'm certainly okay with that. But this would also give us give us a red here and give us a red circle there. So it's almost a coin toss, I think. But we're in the second bet of our progression. 4 versus 2. We need to get a little bit of help to get that player hopefully reduced. Okay, now we need the banker to grow a pair. And they did. The banker grew a pair. A little bit more than a pair. I was okay with that. So we're up 1 unit. And here, look, we've been dodging this here. Now we could certainly start this over. So if we went player, if that's going to go 3 by 3, it's still not giving us, this red has just been on a tear here on the big-eyed boy road. You know, trend is your friend unless you're betting against it. Energy of the table, we're not going to bet against the energy that is happening right now in this room. That'd be silly. I mean, if it happens to go to player, I could see this actually being a tie, 6-6 tie, but we're going to see if the player is going to make the exception, and it did. So that that would have been a winning bet for us. Would have taken us to the fourth progression, so 5, 10, 15, 25. That would have been a $25 bet if we would have continued down there. But because we jumped over the other table, kind of became a non-event, right? So if this one was going to be red or blue, what do we like here? Is there anything in the... I mean, here I'd like the red slash as far as this going. So I would anticipate player would win. That would also be pairing it up on here. It'd be giving us a red circle here. So my anticipation would be is for the player to win, and I was wrong. That's why they call it gambling. Now to go to a red slash on the on the Cockroach Pig Road, I would actually have to do another banker here. But I know my next bet, it's already going to be for a banker. As long, I guess it's not going to be because he just threw out his shuffle card there. So I just want to see if my prognostication was right. It would take a 9 here to beat the player. And not a 9 there. So I'm going to close that room because he's going to have to reshuffle. And you can see she's really just started here. But the Cockroach Pig Road is certainly on a nice little run here. So if that was blue, we'd expect player to win. And end up being a tie. But that doesn't change the fact that I would really still be expecting player to win looking at this chart. And that even gives me, if this goes 2 by 2, I would expect a red to be there. This one doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go ahead and put a nickel on player. Because that's right now where the energy is going. Which would actually give us 3 mirrors in a row, because the tie don't care about. And we ended up with a big fat goose egg versus a 4. Well, again, that could have went better. All streaks come to an end. But at least they finally got the no mirror in this column, right? After 2 other no mirrors, but we had it up here at the top. We had already won, so we know our next bet is going to be $10, going for a player at the top of her next column. And if it's going to go 2 by 2, she can throw a player now and come back with another player. Or she could throw a 7-7 tie. All right, so a player is going to give us a blue slash, a blue dot, $10 on player, and a blue circle. So the Big Ed Boy Road, this would be considering continuing the chop pattern. Nothing super strong down there except for maybe the Big Eyed Boy Road. And we've got a 4, so we'll be taking another card if the player doesn't have, or the banker doesn't have a natural. They've got a 5, so we need a little bit of help, otherwise it automatically goes to the banker. And because it was a 3, automatically came to us. So nice, we're up another unit there. And nothing better than to win that on the player's side. So that's 2 units. Let's actually jump out of that room. We're going to jump over to the black room. See if they're dealing in there now. They were earlier. It looks like we got it here in a good time. The problem is you can't see the big road. They shoved that thing to the left. It's a little troublesome. But we know that our next bet is going to be on a player up here, right? It's going to be for our 1 unit. which in this case our unit is $5. So remember, today my goal is to get up to $900 playing today. So 5 versus a 9. The banker just knocks one out there. And we're putting $5 on player because we're doing the no mirror on the banker here. So this would be to 3 units. Now, so remember this video, 3 to 5 units, right? Got to keep everything clean. And we're going to spray your hands with these chemicals because you're going to love the way it smells. Didn't look like she loved the way it smelled. I don't know, might have just been me. We have an 8. Is the 8 gonna hold? And bam, there's a win. So just like that, we're up 3 units. So you can see I've got 10 more units to go. 13 units is my goal. $65 to get up to $900. And because this one, I'm not going to learn anything else new there. So I'm going to go back to the red room and see how the red rooms are acting. So this one, start off with a tie. He's got a little bit more work to do there in order to allow us to have our first bet. And this one, she is still working her way down, but it looks like she's going to get there much faster than he is. So we would know this would be our bet for a banker. I should have asked you instead of telling you. So you say, where are we going? You're like, all right, one more result, and we're going to be going for banker. We can see, is there any real pattern here? I mean, the chaos is on a little bit of a tear here. So if that case we were looking for that, we'd also be looking for a banker here for the chaos to keep running. Could also expect chaos here after having these 2 towers. Goes back single to anticipated and then multiple on chaos. I would anticipate single on anticipated. So I would expect chaos there, which would actually be banker as well. So I'm really looking for a good bet on banker would be my expectation here. So here comes the banker for the win. Oh, that was crap. all I can do is read the tea leaves. I can't say that they're going to be right. So now we're going for banker on our Big Eye Blue Road. Hopefully this streak continues, right? And normally the player doesn't get over 2 here. So that is actually helpful because our next one in our sequence here, this is a tie. I just don't play against a tie. That's just a pause. Five. Well, the player is going to get another card. Unless we lay the hammer down. We absolutely didn't lay the hammer down. So give the dealer another 5. Now they give him just a face for nothing. She's come back right with that 1 again. That banker's just getting hammered with that 1. So we know this one's good. We're going to be taking a pause here. And then we're going to be going for a banker here after that. So I might as well do the click. And we're going to make this our $10 bet because that's the next bet in our progression. Nice thing, if we hit it on the first 2 of our progression, we'll at least go up a unit. The third, as you've heard me say before, that's my refund. And then the 5, unfortunately, it's not a 6 because 1, 2, and 3 would be 6, and then my 4th step is actually a 5 bet. Is player going to keep their streak alive? No, banker came back and said, no, sir, we're going to take this one from you. So hopefully we got another banker here to tee that one up against. So the banker would actually give us another red slash. It actually would be a breakout because right now it should have, I don't want to say it should have some resistance, but it could have some resistance. This would actually give us another blue solid bullet here, and it'd give us a red ring here. So kind of like that. Let's get that. We'll have 4 units, and we're going to have to wrap this up because I've got a dog that apparently has to go potty. We better get a tie. And no, not a tie. So it's going to force us to go another one yet in the bet progression. And it's going to be for 15. And if I get a refund, I'm still going to end this video because my puppy still has to go potty. Because for the longest time, you know, I'm working from home during COVID. My wife's like, we don't have grandkids yet. Let's get you a puppy. Oh, wait, we still don't have grandkids. Let's get you another puppy. Well, this year we finally have a grandchild, and no more need to get another puppy. It's so much fun being a grandfather, more than being I mean, puppies are fantastic. And let's hold on to the 7, get a refund. Woohoo! That's a win, baby. So we're still at 851, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, like and subscribe. Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out. Take care, everybody.